Hello ladies and gents, welcome to a new video. Behind me is the new KGM Torres, bigger brother of the Tivoli. In this video we're going to take a tour of the exterior interior details, so without further ado, let's just jump into the review. So here's the KGM Torres, same as the smaller brother Tivoli. We have a model name on the front, no KGM badge. We do have X name Songyang caps on the wheels, so for those of you who are not introduced to the new name. Now let's show the key fob. It's same as in the Tivoli. Lock, unlock, and on this one you have the power tailgate. You can see the badge on the back and physical key. But unusual combo, we have a start-stop button, so you don't need the physical key. This is keyless entry. If we unlock the car or this big SUV, you can see the mirrors unfold. Now let's look at the design here. We have white color. It's non-metallic. And it's definitely, once you see it, you're gonna remember it. A little bit unusual maybe because it's a South Korean brand, but it's new on the market. But definitely has its own character, I would say. Now we have this bolsters on the hood here, and it looks interesting. We have also these details here. These are, I'm really not sure. I think maybe for the looks. Now let's come a little bit closer, just close up. So. Again, uni white color. You have the daytime running lights that switch to turn signals. You have the lens on the front. We have the fog lights, and there's a little combo of a lot of gray colors. So light gray, dark gray, a little bit of piano black, silver contrasting details. So I like how the grille looks as a part of the daytime running lights, or the opposite. It's kind of a unique design. We have here piano black, here we have a little bit silver, and then unpainted stretching around the arches and the side skirts towards the rear. Now, same as in the Tivoli, we have some red accents, a little bit different. Big air intake on the top and a little bit at the bottom. You can see the radar. Huge thanks to local distributor. And you can see here the Torres name. Now, if I back up, you can see Torres is wide and spacious. That's the key selling point. The Torres is a big, spacious SUV. Now, starting price in Croatia is 26,000 euros, 599. So that's the key point here. Now, big SUV. Let's check out the alloys. Here we have beautiful alloys, kind of open design, diamond cut silver on gray finish. It's a metallic gray. And I think these are all season tires from Hankook. Now these are 18-inch, so 235, 45 are 18. Now, not a huge dimension for an SUV. There is enough tire, but a little bit rocky suspension for my personal taste. So let me just show you here details. I don't think these are functional. It's just like for the looks. Same as this. You can see here the washer nozzles. And you can see here the VIN number on the sticker, kind of unusual, but that's what you get. Speaker close to the air vents here. On the top we have the camera for lane assist or lane leaving prevention, automatic wipers with a light sensor and rain sensor, and we have the another sensor for automatic beam. Now let me just unlock the car. Just folded the mirrors. You can see here the turn signals. There's a little bit silver accent there. And here you can see you also have the blind spot. No pod lights, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if I back up, just to show you the profile. So big SUV, you have 19 centimeters of ground clearance, so you can go to a light off-roading as well with this. And it's really big. Just another detail, we have a chrome underline below the windows, and the A-pillars are in piano black. And then we have the black aluminum roof racks, and you can see these on the roof. Now, as you can see, the roof is going upwards, and then to this point it's starting to go down. You can see also by the roof racks, so it's giving you the extra headspace on the back. For the rear passengers, we have the antenna on the back, and then again silver piece here. We have tinted windows on the back. here, so big SUV stretching to the back. Not to forget here, I think we need to unlock that from the inside, but front handle has the lock unlock, and usually this is the piece where the physical cylinder is, but I don't see a little opening to like take it out. Just an FYI. Now look at the rear, and let's move to the rear end of this SUV. Now it's a little bit unusual from the back. On the front, still kind of leaning towards European design. On the back, you can see this is definitely something coming from the east. And what's unusual about it even more is that some of you would thought that this tailgate is being opened sideways. Like if you grab it, you open it like that. But no, it's a classical tailgate. It opens up. Now we have a big stoplight on the top, and you can see the LED taillights. Torres, again, no KGM, and you can see here a bit of silver, cat eyes, and parking sensors on the rear. Of course, you saw them on the front as well. Exhaust pipe is on the right side. You can see the big backing camera and lights for the license plate illumination. Now there's a button here to press to open, or we can use the key fob. So just hold, release, and there we go. Now you can see that in perspective. I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.16 feet, so this opens fairly tall. Now you can see here the top. You can hold this button to program the height like any power tailgate, or press to close. Actually, let me see if this goes. No, this is the max. Okay, here you can manually pull it. There's a option to unlock it from the inside, and the rest on the top is plain. Now we have a big cargo space. So we have 703 liters, 1,662 when you knock down the seats. Now this is textile. Pull, release. This is nice, it's not too loud, and voila, this is the huge cargo space. Nice and practical. This is flat, actually. Maybe from top here to here is like maybe half a centimeter, but it's mostly flat, easy to load stuff inside. Now we have a big pockets on the sides with this strap, so you can put some stuff on the side. This turns on when the tailgate is open. You can disable it manually. There's a physical button right there. Also big pockets here, strap, and a 12-volt outlet, so you can see that. Now I have my backpack here, and let me just take it out. So here you can see max load is 60 kilograms, and you can take this up. Now you can see you can take this one off and then store it here. But in this styrofoam, there's actually more room here. You can see that there's a patching kit. There's even a 12-volt battery. Oh, that uses 12-volt battery jumpers instead of the 12-volt socket for power. That's weird, but okay. But there's extra room underneath here that you can use, and no spare wheel. So I just wanted to share that. Let me put this back here. Now, if you remove the styrofoam, potentially you can lower this shelf or the false floor underneath, so you can have a little bit extra depth if you don't need the styrofoam. And this one, usually just pull it out and you can take it out easily. Let's roll this back. You can see the seats, so they can recline. You can see the difference here, and the seats knock down 60-40. So nice closing sound, and big SUV. Let's see how is it inside. It's spacious, but We have a good opening and closing sound. Now, good seals. Now, to be honest, I haven't driven this on the highway yet, only in the city, but we're gonna do point of view driving for that separate video. So subscribe and click the bell to get notified for more videos on this car. So the doors go all the way down, as you can see, so that's good when you're washing the car. There won't be too much water there. And the doors open fairly wide. Now, if you have a kid, you can turn here to disable unlock from the inside for their safety. Now let's check the materials. So hard plastic. Now there's some chrome, looking nice, big handles. This is nice and big. They added a rubber mat here, so it's not all cheap looking. Powered windows, but only the fronts are fully automatic. We have interesting speaker design here. It's a 3D and decent pockets. Now there's enough leg room. We have here a leatherette by now, so it's very rare to have real leather in cars now. These days we have here almost like perforation, but it's actually not. It's just like design has this like dots, but they're not open. They're not breathing. So this is the view on the inside. We have those lights on the top, and you can see you can recline the seats. Now if I knock this one down, you can see the rear space. So that is that very big and spacious. If you roll this up or take it out, you can see you have even more room on the back. Now hopping inside, plenty of feet room, plenty of knee room. Have in mind I was sitting on the front, and here we have this leather pockets. This is plasticky, but the rest is covered by a leatherette. You can see here for the height of the front headrest. Here we have the air vents, so that's practical for the back passenger, especially if it's summer. We have two USB-A's. There's also two on the front, and the rest are like pockets. Now, the seats are nice and wide, kind of on the stiff side, not super spongy or not super soft, but okay. Here you have the armrest with two cups. It's not adjustable, and this is plasticky, but that's what you get. View at the back, so it's really big, and I wish they maybe stretched this window on the back, but I guess that's fine. We also have a black roof liner, and all sides besides the driver have slowly closing handles with hooks on the back. You can see here the lights, and let's hear the closing sound. Excellent opening and closing sound. So here's the front view, and plenty of headroom. Now let me just well, the headrest could go a little bit taller. Oh, it does. Actually, it doesn't click on. So okay, I guess this is the stop height. But still, I'm fine, and plenty of headroom. Actually, this is one of the rare cars that has a little extra space for a 2 meter tall person. Again, because of that roof is slightly going upwards on the back end. So that's a great thing if you're looking for interior space. These are height adjustable. I wish they added maybe a little hooks here, but again, you have them on the rear over there. Now let's get on the front. So just to check here, yeah, I think this plastic can go off, and then there's a physical cylinder. That's usually the standard in car industry. So excellent closing sound. Front doors are slightly heavier, so meaning better sound insulation on the front doors, and they also open nice and wide. Good seals, I would say. We're gonna see the soundproof in another video, but same materials, but on the front you're treated here with leatherette and slightly padded, unlike the back, but same design, speaker, bigger pockets on the front. Now you can disable the rear. Actually, that's disabling, I think, all the windows. I've been saying rear for a lot, but I think maybe Volkswagen cars, for Volkswagen Group, it's just the rear, but this is usually for all windows. Lock and lock, and then powered windows, but only the fronts are fully automatic. So when you press down, it goes all the way down. When you push up once, it goes all the way up. For this one, you have to keep holding it. Not sure why they've saved some money on that, but I prefer all to be automatic. Side mirrors control, and you can fold them manually. Now, here's the weight of the car and tire pressure. I don't see the sticker, it might be on the other side. Now, here's the aluminum door step on the front. We have a automatic pedals, rubber, and we're gonna pop the bonnet later to see the engine bay. Now, the seats are manual, push up to slide back and forward, push up and down for the height, push up to tilt the seat, and no lumbar. Leatherette, again, looks like perforation, but it's actually not. Good bolsters, decent seats, I would say, and view at the top. Steering column is manual adjusted. You can see the big sport paddles. You can't see this part when you're pressing, but you can see on the top. And here's the electronic parking brake. And let's jump in. Good closing sound. So the seat is super hot because it's on the sun. Switching to wireless, I'm going to turn on the car. So there's a start stop button. I'm zooming back in now. You can see here start stop. So physical key, but you don't need it. Actually, I need to start the engine. I'm going to mute that for now. Okay, one more time, switching to wireless with the car on. So a little bit of spoiler. We're going to come to the infotainment later just to check out the point of view. There's going to be point of view driving with no talking, and then night point of view driving review. I'm going to summon how this car feels on the road. And of course, there's going to be a night tour, separate video of the whole car at night. Now, let's check out the steering wheel. We have a really big steering wheel. It's super wide, but not a flat top. It's curved, but then there's an angle here and at the bottom. The bottom is flat, the top not completely, but it's a 4-spoke, almost like in a truck. But yeah, it's big, and there's a lot of buttons here for my personal taste. But hey, at least they're physical buttons, and there's no piano black, so I would say that's a pass. You can see the KGM badge, X Song Young. Now, voice assistant, voice commands, phone calls, and here you have the volume, press to mute, and there are lane assist options. You have to hold this one to engage it or disengage it. When that little symbol is on the screen, it's on, and then if you hold, now it's off. So that's the way you disengage it. Now here we have the cruise control settings. We have the digital cockpit computer control and the distance. We're going to come back to that in a moment. So as you can see, sport paddles that I've mentioned, light controls, wiper controls, and here we have some silver accents. Now you can have this in wood, you can have beige interior or white interior, but we have the black on test. Now here, this is soft touch material, so the dash looks very nice and polished. We have actual stitching here as well, but the doors are where they save some money. So on the top here where the speakers are, that's hard plastic, but this is nice and posh looking. Here you can see closed or open, and some chrome details, but not too shiny, looking good. Now we have a beautiful digital cockpit. It's on the simple side, but we're going to come back to it as well. Continuing on, we have the big display here, but we have physical buttons as shortcuts on the side, which is a nice feature. And we have the nice knob for the volume. Now I'm going to come back to the screen as well. Underneath we have the AC vents and hazard button. Below that is AC controls. Now you can see here the screen here, and if I press here you can during the night maybe switch it to this black so it doesn't glare you, or you can turn it on so it's a touch screen. You have the heated seats, and here you have the auto hold, which I would engage, and you have auto start stop off. You have the driving modes. So if you press the driving mode, you can see here you have the sport, you have the normal and winter. I thought there was an eco, but I guess there's a winter for more traction, I assume. Now here you should be able to open the power tailgate just by holding. You see that? So it's not just press, it's hold. And then you can release it, it closes. So let's hear it from the inside. Not too loud when closing from both inside and outside. We also have the heated steering wheel, and you can see here front max blow and rear defrost. You have here automatic sync, so dual zone, and you can close the air circulation or open it and switch off. So here's the AC button. If you switch it off, there's only ventilation. Okay, moving down to the USBs, you have two of them. One is for fast charging, other one's for media. You have a room on this rubber mat for two. If I press here just to move this out of the way. Two spots, but this one's the wireless charger. And there's a little space here with a rubber mat, and this as for two cups, maybe a third one. A lot of room with a rubber mat. And here you can see here you have this press to go. So here's park, reverse, neutral, and drive. You have the here Tiptronic. Now in drive, let's put it to reverse. You can see the reverse camera, very sharp resolution, quite decent. We have the steering wheel maneuver, and let's put it back to park. Now let's check the rest. So symmetric dash looking nice. I think there might be an ambient light here I saw on some pictures, but can see it now. Underneath here we have a spacious glove compartment. It's kind of plain, does have warm light, and the seats are looking nice. No ISOFIX on the front, it's only on the rear. I didn't show you that, but it's underneath there. The seats are kind of okay, but very wide, so people who are a bit larger might appreciate that. Armrest, leatherette, again with some stitching. There is here a little thing you press and then you open it. So there is a 12-volt outlet here, and there's a little carpeting at the bottom. Very spacious, as you can see. A lot of room here. It doesn't extend, doesn't have levels, so it's just press to open, and that's that. There is like a little space here not to squash your cables if you route something underneath. Okay, now I'm going to come back to the screen and the cockpit just in a moment. Let's wrap it up. On the top we have auto dimming. We have a little bezel around the mirror, but it's good. We have a big window in the back, so it's good overview, but you can see further behind you. Now, to check on the top, we have lights individually or all on in the cabin, and we have here when the doors are open, the lights will engage. So you have to keep this one on. Also, you can see here these are for calls and some temperature sensors. There is a actually, this might be a temperature sensor, but usually one of these. There is this plastic cover on the SOS button, and I'm having trouble opening it. Okay, there it is. You can see the design here, how it clips on. There's the emergency button, so you have this cover so the kids wouldn't press it accidentally when they're playing in the car when you're parked. Here we have beauty mirror, so when you open, the light on the top comes on, but if you put it like this, it switches off. This would be obviously closed, so it doesn't turn on the light by accident when you're putting this on, so you're not blocked by the sun. Big beauty mirror. And look at this. This sometimes suggests that this could extend, and in this one it can. Look at this. So this is not covered, and it's covering almost the whole thing, so that's a pass for me, and great feature. Also, this is nicely padded, covered by again, leather red material, and this is also padded black cloth. Now this is transparent, so it's not super obstructive for those traffic lights, and the windshield is nice and tall, so great overview. Now, as you can see, the hood here, I'm a tall person, and it's kind of unusual. I drive a lot of different cars as a reviewer, but you will need a little bit of getting used to where's the middle in the lane, but you can always use your side mirrors. And by the way, the side mirrors are so stretched, they're so big. You do have the blind spot, but it's like a screen almost on the side. They're really big, unusual for the SUV, but very practical as well. Now, here you can see coolant, rev counter, and then the fuel and the speedo. It's a digital speedo. Now, I know there's a little bit of glare, but in reality, this is so bright you're not really focused on the glare, you're just focusing on what's on the screen. Now, by pressing this one, you can see here driver attention, then you can press this one, so you can see that, and here you can see trip B, after departure, time of auto start stop. You can change here the radio, tire pressure shows when you're driving, it reads, and here is the range and average fuel consumption, trip A, trip B. So that's what you get. This is like consumption average when you're driving, I guess. Now, to move here, my colleague told me he was getting 8 liters, but I haven't done the driving part yet, so I don't know the consumption. Visit the night review for that info. Driving assistant, press here. Front safety aid, autonomous emergency braking for collision sensitivity, speed limit warning. I have no idea what this is. Okay, lane departure. So here you can switch it to this or this. It's a little bit sensitive, so I just left it on the warning. Adaptive cruise, comfort, normal, dynamic, intelligent adaptive cruise. Okay, there's a lot of here options. I'm just going to go through these. Zero attention, safety, distance, warning, and so on. Rear side aid, collision warning, okay, so there's a lot of features, maybe like the blind spot, rear traffic, and rear cross traffic, and so on. So let me just here. Those are the driver assistants. So door and tailgate, auto lock, auto unlock, auto lock speed, so and lock unlock sound, you can have that as well. Press key twice to unlock, smart door, auto lock, power tailgate, smart tailgate. Maybe you can open the tailgate by coming behind a car. Lights, coming and leaving home, you can add the timer, same. Convenience, and sound, welcome sound, goodbye sound. So you can play with those, and you can reset everything. So that's that. Now, just to show you how the screen looks when you're in the shade. So by the way, if you press here, you can see the climate different menu as well on the top screen. Okay, we have an SD card here. It's empty, so there's no navigation in this car for some reason. But you do have Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure about Android Auto, but there is Apple CarPlay. Now, if you go to Setup, here you can see these. If you're in the radio, it shows you this. So here you can see DAB, you can see FM, well, sound test. So you can use this one to, so nice physical controls. Can't play for too long not to get a copyright strike. You know the deal. You can press here to mute as well, or on the steering wheel. But good sound, good bass, decent sound system. If you go here to the return, you can see here the shortcuts. Here there is media, CarPlay, iPod, and My Music, Bluetooth. Okay, there is an Android Auto. It's a little bit dim, but you can see it. So you can have Waze or Google Maps on display. With the return button, there is this icon menu as well. So you have these shortcuts. Here are settings here for the system, language, sound, equalizer, rest, clock settings, display. Here you can play with the brightness. You can have night mode, day mode, auto illumination, screen off, turn off the screen when selected, background. So you have all of these background, camera settings for the parking. You can have an image, blank, or clock, and vehicle sync. See those. So no navigation for some reason, but again you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So here brings you to radio or the apps. Another shortcut, there's a media. I guess you need to maybe plug in a USB for that, and then setup. Again, just that. User, you can have multiple, I guess, users. Here you can create a profile or no. Oh, press to hold. Maybe no. Maybe it's not activated, but usually you can have multiple users if it's a company car or a family car. And that's that. Kind of simple infotainment, big screen, but bigger bezel because of the physical shortcuts on the side, but still looking okay. And that's that. Just to show you the headspace on the top, plenty of headroom. And to wrap it up, we will switch off the engine and open the front, or the front bonnet. Just pull once. Honestly, I haven't figured out the fuel cap. There's usually a second latch on Asian brands. Let me just see when this is unlocked. Oh, just press. Okay, it's the same as German cars. So you can open this. You can see here the gasoline, and it doesn't say which run, but that's fine. When you open this, you can put it here. Obviously, you press here. When you lock the car, this is going to be locked. Maybe I didn't notice that the mirrors were folded when I was trying to show that. To open, in the middle, push up, so you can see this one. And it does have gas threads, so let me just back up. You can see that in perspective. So washer fluid is right here, and here you can see the 1.5 TGDI, again 4-cylinder turbo petrol, and 163 horsepower linked to 6-speed automatic. 12 battery, fuse box, and so on. But leave it to the mechanics. That's your only care. Let it drop, closes excellent, and that was the big new Torres, competitive in price and interior space. Okay, so if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, type your comment below how do you like the Torres, and if you want to see the night tour, it's going to be in a separate video, same as the day point of view driving and night point of view driving review. So stay tuned for more, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.